So, a YouTuber by the name of Brooke is taking a lot of heat recently after she accidentally uploaded an unedited video that showed her being quite aggressive towards her dog. I'd prefer not to show clips of that video here. If you'd like to see it, it's been tweeted multiple times and it's on a bunch of people's channels. But if you're sensitive to that kind of thing, I would suggest skipping it and maybe skipping this video. For a brief overview of what happens in the video, she was setting up an invisible plastic wall to play a joke on her dog, but as the dog was still a puppy, it was wanting to play and jump around and it seemed to frustrate her a lot. At one point in the video, the dog stands up on its hind legs and kind of lunges towards her shoulders, and she smacks it seemingly quite hard in the mouth. During another clip, the dog walks in front of her, in between her and the camera, and she grabs a hold of the dog kind of forcefully, holds it to the ground and yells at it, and then proceeds to spit on it. And then towards the end of the video, when she's trying to film an outro, the dog keeps getting in her face, so at one point she shoves it pretty hard and then goes off camera and proceeds to yell at the dog. After the video made its rounds on the internet, she issued an apology, but that seemed to upset people more because it didn't appear like she took responsibility or acknowledged all the things that happened in the video. In her apology, she states that on that particular day and during that whole week that other things were happening and she was frustrated and she is not normally that angry. And she says that she's not trying to play the victim card and that she shouldn't have yelled at her dog that way, but in that statement she seems to skip over the part where she hit the dog. She goes on to state that she is not an animal abuser, and people that have seen actual animal abuse would know that. She also states that although it appeared that way, she did not spit on the dog. She goes on to say that they are in the process of getting the dog training, but the training's expensive because it has to be one-on-one after the dog was attacked by another dog at the park. And after the attack, the dog is very clingy, even around small dogs, and that she can also learn how to be more effective in disciplining him. She says that the dog was not hurt in any way and that she would never do anything purposely to physically hurt the dog, and then goes on to explain that her Twitter was deactivated for mental health reasons from all the comments that she was receiving, and then states that she loves the dog and buys it all kind of toys, etc., etc. And look, I know from the few times that I've recorded, when things happen that mess it up, it can be kind of frustrating, and if you have other things going on at the time, that can add to that frustration, but that should still never result in the amount of aggression that was used. Looking at her channel a few videos back, she did a video on things that she wished she would have known before becoming a dog mom, and from looking at that video, it seemed like she was not very well prepared to become a dog mom. I don't believe that that is an excuse for the actions, but I added it in here for context. And I think it's all fine and good that she is getting the dog training. If the dog is acting out, then it could probably benefit from some training. But in watching that video, I think that she should also acknowledge that she may have some anger issues, and that might be something that she wants to address. I don't know this person and I can't speak on their day-to-day living, but I find it hard to believe that this was the only instance and it just happened to get caught on camera at this point and accidentally uploaded. To me, when I watch the video, it looks like when gamers have those sudden bursts of gamer rage. So I think instead of just focusing on how the dog acts, she may want to reevaluate the situation and see what it is that she could improve on, because to me the level of aggression was way over the top for simple discipline, and I really think that she needs to reevaluate and acknowledge that fact. I think that she is very lucky that the dog loves her and trusts her, because if it wanted to, it could probably do some serious damage. And to me, that was one of the saddest things that I saw in this video. The dog very much wanted to be around her, wanted to play with her, wanted to cuddle with her, but despite all of that, she was using way more forceful aggression than was ever necessary. And I really hope that she can take the time to look back on that video and see why people are so upset, and really understand and acknowledge just how over-aggressive and mean she was being to the dog. I hope that maybe there is somebody else that can take the dog for a while until she can address her anger issues and really understand what it is that she was doing. Because based on the statements that she made in that apology, I don't think that she gets it, and I wouldn't feel comfortable having that animal in her house. Puppies are puppies and they're going to act up. And if you choose to pick a big dog and it is still a puppy, then it's going to be a big dog puppy that acts up. That doesn't give anybody the right to be so forcefully aggressive to their pet, and you as an adult human should really educate yourself on a dog before you bring it into your home. And again, getting a dog training is helpful, but that is not going to fix this person's anger issues. And I really think that that is the sole thing that needs to be addressed if this person ever wants to be a good pet owner. And I really think that she needs to sit back and reflect on this and truly understand where it is that she messed up and take steps to figure out how to fix that. If you guys have anything to say, please let me know in the comments. Sub if you'd like to see more videos, but this whole subject is upsetting to me and I am out. All my love to the pup, and I really hope this situation gets remedied.